Hello guys, this is binaryoptions.net.eu. It is Tuesday, the 25th of February, and we are looking at the Euro US dollar, at the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I was thinking of something else. So Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, as this being a possible, probable, and likable rising wedge. Now, any rising wedge goes with let's say a bearish tone, in the sense that market is looking for price to break to the downside, and it has two possibilities for it to form. First of all, it may be a rising wedge that goes in the form of a terminal impulsive move, or it may be a rising wedge that goes in the form of a first wave extension. The difference between the two stays with the fact that in a terminal impulsive move you'll have the overlapping between the second and the fourth wave, and in a classical first wave extension there is no such thing as overlapping. I would say that in our situation here, starting from the lows here and to the highs here, we have a classical terminal impulsive move, and in a terminal impulsive move all the waves are corrective, meaning they are going with a three-way structure, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. However, the labeling should be made with numbers, and this one should be the first wave, then this should be, so this is one, this should be the second wave to the downside, then price goes and makes a third wave to the upside, all the way to the upside here, then the fourth wave here, A, B, C to the downside, and of course the move to the upside that should be labeled with still with a number, and this would be the fifth wave. Now, any rising wedge, as you probably saw a lot of analysis we've made here at binaryoptions.net.eu, any rising wedge travels within 5 legs and within the 1 and 3 and 2 to 4 trend lines. So the logical thing to do is to take a line from the end of the first wave till the end of the third wave like this. Ideally, it should be pierced by highs coming in the fifth wave. As you can see, it is pierced. Note that this is not mandatory anyways, but it is pierced. And so this is the 1 to 3 trend line, and then of course we are looking for the 2 to 4 trend line, and try to look for the 2 to 4 trend line to be as clean as possible. Now, how to interpret such a move? Well, such a move has some clear rules and, let's say, clear expectations. Keep in mind this is a 4-hour chart, and the movement out of this wedge normally should be quite aggressive. So we're looking now for this to be broken, the 2 to 4 trend line to be broken, and then for the whole wedge, from here to here to be retraced, or ideally only 50% out of it, in less than the time taken for the whole wedge to form. Now this will give us a target of 97.34, and I would say it is let's say mandatory for price to come to that area in as, let's say, less than the time taken for the fifth wave to form. So what I would do here is I would buy put options right here, right now, so I would buy put options right here, right now, based on this rising wedge. And the reason for that is that price minimum should go towards this 23.6. This is 0.9905, and of course you guess my expiration date will be, of course, end of week expiration date. So let's write on the screen that while this is the bigger picture, we are trading for end of week. This is Monday, so this is Tuesday. We are trading for end of week, this Australian dollar, Canadian dollar put options. So buying put options with end of week expiration date is the logical thing to do, and this is how to trade this this rising wedge. Now this rising wedge is a bit tricky, as you can see, in the sense that it is not broken yet. So this recommendation is a bit risky. If I were to put it on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the most riskiest point, I would say that it's coming something like 3.5 towards 4. And the reason for that is the fact that we are having a psychological level as well. This is the 1 level, okay? The 1 level. Price tried here, failed. Tried again, failed. Try and then being rejected. So I would say that this is the psychological component on our analysis. Nevertheless, we are buying put options with end of week expiration date. Thank you for being here. binaryoptions.net.eu. And these analyses are possible due to the help of our sponsor, Lion Eye.